The first big question people are asking about the government's coronavirus bill is, how much money am I getting? We'll address other questions over the next couple weeks. Today, I'm Telton Hall with Advanced Financial Planning, where our team of advisors help upper middle class and affluent families accomplish their secure retirement goals. We're going to be talking about how much government stimulus money is coming your way. Whether you like it or not, let's figure out what that dollar amount's going to be for you, and I'll give you a quick tip on what I think you should do with it. Okay, so the Coronavirus Relief Act, called the CARES Act, it provides economic impact money to those in the U.S. who file 2019 taxes. Over the next several weeks, the Treasury Department will use the direct deposit or the mailing information on the tax return to send out those funds. So if you haven't filed for 2019, you have until July 15th to file, so no worries, it's not going away. If you don't file due to certain exemptions, then you have until the end of the year to visit IRS.gov/coronavirus, where they will soon be providing instructions on how you can provide the needed information like address or bank deposit information, as well as your filing status and number of dependents, because that's included in the calculation. All right, now let's talk about the calculation. How much? If your adjusted gross income, AGI, is up to $75,000 as an individual filer, $112,500 for head of household filer, or up to $150,000 for married couples filing joint returns, you will receive the full payment that I'll describe for you here in a second. If you make more than that, the payment is reduced by $5 for each $100 that your AGI is over that limit. So if your AGI is more than $99,000 for single filer with no children, or $198,000 for joint filers with no children, then don't plan on getting anything. I suppose that's because you're used to never paying anything in. Right. Not funny, I know. That's government humor for you. So the dollar figures are as follows. You will receive up to $1,200 for a single or a head of household, or it's $2,400 for joint filers. Plus, parents will receive $500 for each qualifying child, which is basically a dependent under the age of 17. Here's a helpful chart created by the nonprofit organization, the Tax Foundation. So let me walk you through it. So as you can see, it shows the different payment levels based on filing status and number of children. Let's start with the lightest green line. It shows the payment to a single filer with no children. So it's $1,200. To determine for this individual at what point their income level is too high for payment, then you take $1,200, you divide that by 5, and you times that number by 100, it gives you $24,000. $24,000 plus the $75,000 threshold is that $99,000 number. That's the point where your AGI is too high to get a payment in this situation. Let's look at another one. The darkest blue line at the top, it represents a married filer with 2 children, so $3,400. Then it shows that $5 reduction per $100 AGI over that $150,000 threshold. So it ends up being reduced down to 0 at those higher income levels. The question is, what is that income level? Let's figure it out. In this case, you take the $3,400, so that's $1,200 for each parent, $2,400 plus $500 for each of the 2 kids, so the total is $3,400. Divide that by $5 and you get $680. Times 680 by $100 increments and you get $68,000. Add $68,000 to the $150,000 threshold for married filers and you get $218,000. So you can see that on the chart. For this family, $218K AGI is their point of no check for you. If this family's AGI is $200,000, then let's do the math backward. $200,000 is $50,000 over that $150,000 threshold. $50,000 divided by $100 increments is $500. Times that by the $5 reduction per 100. That equals $2,500 reduction. So you started with $3,400 minus $2,500 is a $900 check. You can use that simple math to dial in where you'll end up on the payment scale. Here's a hint. If you're married with 4 children, the payment amount is up to $4,400, which puts your point of no check for you at $238,000 AGI. And a $200,000 AGI means a $1,900 check. Now that you know the dollars, may I suggest invest it wisely. Perhaps take advantage of what might be the best investment opportunities for many years to come, maybe for your lifetime. Here's my tip, here's my thought. Imagine what $2,500 invested in a growth fund or in an educational growth account could do for your child or for your grandchild. Fast forward at 15 or 20 years, imagine the impact that can make on their life right at a time when they need those funds. It's a great opportunity. Call the office and one of our helpful advisors can discuss your situation and get you started in the best direction.